Hey guys, in this video I'll share with you the 7 psychological tricks that will allow you to make more sales. So these are the things, once you have momentum with your e-commerce or dropshipping business, these are the things that you can implement into your business, and I'll show you specific examples on how to implement them. So these ones specifically I've learned from the book from Dr. Robert Cialdini. So he has a book, Psychology of Persuasion, Influence, which was created in 1984, so quite old book. And then he has another book which is called Persuasion, right? So these two books, like if you can get access to them, just buy them, read them, because they're very insightful. They'll give you a lot of perspective on how to get people to say yes, whether you're selling online or if you have, the sales process where you talk to people directly. So there are basically 7 main principles of persuasion, right? So the first one is reciprocity, the second one is commitment and consistency, the third one is liking, the fourth one is authority, the fifth one is social proof, the sixth is scarcity, and the seventh is unity or community, right? So the first one is reciprocity. So basically what it means is we feel like as humans, like if someone gives us something, right, we feel more obligated to kind of like give them something back. And in online sales, right, so for example, if someone does you a favor, then you feel more inclined to do them a favor as well. And, the way you can implement it in your online store, in your dropshipping store, is just by giving the free gift with purchase, right? So for example, if someone purchases from you, and you can see here on the screen example of it. If someone buys from you something, let's say for like $30, or let's say $50 or $70 or $100, then with that purchase you give them a gift. Or you can also give them a gift if they're buying a specific product, and you can easily set it up in Shopify. So if you go to discounts and then you go to automatic discounts, then you'll be able to set it up, and it's very easily. So as soon as someone puts one item in the basket, in the cart, then that second item, free item, will be automatically added to it. So you can utilize this to increase your average order value. You can use this to increase your conversion rate. So whatever way you use it, and sometimes you can increase both, average order value and conversion rate with this trick. So feel free to use it, to test it for yourself. It's very easy to use, very easy to set up, especially as Shopify gives you that possibility. So another one is commitment and consistency, right? So here you basically provide people the opportunity to try something before they buy, or you give them something that is, if they get used to the product, then they're more likely to use it. So I don't know if you're familiar. You might be familiar with mattresses, right? So oftentimes these new companies that are selling mattresses, they have 100-day trial. So you can use a mattress for 100 days, and then if you don't like it, then you can just return it. But because humans have this consistency, basically one of those things, like people like when everything is consistent. When they get used to like using a mattress and they like it, they're not likely. So very small percentage of people will actually return their product, even if that's like completely free, even if they could have used it for 100 days for free. So like Warby Parker, this is a huge company that just grown very massively. You can see on the screen, like it's like they just grown very massively and acquired a lot of customers. Obviously, they're venture funded, they have a lot of capital, but they acquired a lot of customers because they allow people to try these products for 5 days. So they ship products to you, you try them out, and if you don't like them, you can just ship them back and get your money back. So pretty much like you have no risk, absolutely zero risk. You try it out and just get the full advantage of this product. So you can see how it looks, you can see how it works, like you can try it, and then if you don't like it, you can the returns and everything is so easy. So these are the third one. So the third principle is the liking. So liking is where when we see people that we like, and we see people that that are similar to us, we trust them more, right? So for example, if you were to sell the product for like women 65 plus, like who are retired, and you would use some like very young like models, 20 plus, then probably that wouldn't work out, because people would have to relate And for example, when you buy some products, then you're more likely to purchase the product from a brand that uses relatable models of approximately the age or gender, kind of like the demographics. So they must look approximately like their ideal client avatar. So that's why this avatar research, this customer research is so important when you are doing your either dropshipping or e-commerce. It's equally important. So use relatable models, and you can easily source the content on Fiverr. You can easily get those influencers that don't have a lot of followers to create the content for you, and they know how to do photography, videography, but at the same time they would be like relatable. So you can see on the screen that different models basically showing different products, right? And it's pretty much the same company. So they would have people with different body type, right? People that look differently. So every person can find someone they can relate to. So they would have people of different like races, people of different body type to for their target audience to relate to those models. So definitely utilize this in your business. If you are selling product for a specific audience, find specific influencers or people that are similar to your ideal client avatar. So authority, right? So this is a very strong one. So you might have seen a lot of the brands that are very popular. They are using celebrities and experts and people with high trust and high authority and big audiences to get more trust for their audience. For example, Weight Watchers is one of the big companies that are that specializing in weight loss programs for people. So they utilize Oprah, and it was very mind-blowing promotion, because just promotion when Oprah says something that's good, the certain product is good, then everyone trusts it, right? And so obviously it's not accessible for small brands that are just starting out, that are even promotions like this to get someone to endorse you would cost like sometimes like 6-7 figures, just one promotion. But if you have budgets for it, definitely go for it, right? And you might have seen some of the brands that have utilized those kind of like big celebrities, and it might not deliver results like upfront, like the first day. It's not like direct return on it and on the investment. But over time, as you utilize those creatives, as you utilize those that perceived value, that perceived authority, that just pays for itself many times over, and also the valuation of the brand itself just grows significantly. So if you are in position to invest into something like this, into the influencer that would be relatable for your audience and would add a lot of perceived value to your products, then definitely go for it. So social proof, right? So social proof is a big one, right? That's why like on the on the website there are always sections like best sellers or like most popular, right? So there are always these kind of like sections where like for me personally, I often go and check some of those, like best-selling items. So I just want to see like what's selling, and oftentimes I just go for it. What's best-selling? If I don't know like what exactly is the best item, I often go just like what is best-selling, because oftentimes those are just the most popular, the most used items. So that's easy to implement. There are apps for Shopify, like Looks, that you can just get all that social proof either from AliExpress, just export it, import it into your store. So it's very easy to set it up. Scarcity, right? So this might be overused, and a lot of dropshippers, they just take this to the extreme with their like websites, and you have to find like a balance in it. Like some of websites convert better with scarcity, some websites and products convert better without scarcity. You would have to test it out. A lot of the teams, like Booster, for example, has scarcity timers. Like, for example, this offer expires in so much time, or we only have like 10 items left. So it has like integrated into the team itself. So you don't have to like add any extra apps. But as I said, like it's best just to test it out, because oftentimes without any scarcity timers, anything like that, the website just converts better because the perception is more branded. So just find your sweet balance with this. Don't go don't go like too extreme, but test it out. Like for example, simple message, like we only have 10 left, might work very well, but you would have to test it. This is something definitely to test. So unity, right? So one thing like that, kind of like how big companies are growing, and one of the ways for you to utilize one of the ways for you to quickly grow your company would be to utilize some sort of community, right? So for example, Patagonia is one of the brands. They not only identify themselves as lovers of outdoors, but activists who are fighting to preserve the outdoors. So it gives the brand this kind of like perception that this brand actually stands for something, and there are other people who are also stand for something. So it's kind of like connects you with other people, and gives you that sense of community, of unity, that is very, very powerful. Because if community, so if something is good for community, then probably it's good for you as well. So you're more likely to stick to to certain things. For example, you say, oh, okay, so our community is using these products, right? Or our community is using these kind of like t-shirts, or our community is buying these products, then you're also more likely to buy those products. So having this kind of like community and identifying your main brand message, maybe you're standing for something that just against like the whole industry, maybe you're selling the products that's solving the problem that wasn't addressed, by like 100 years or something, right? Then you can definitely utilize that and just have people stand for it. So these are basically the 7 ways for you guys to utilize psychological triggers and psychological things to grow your brand, to grow your sales, to grow your conversion rates and your average order value. So all of the important metrics for your e-commerce or dropshipping business. If you're looking for help scaling your e-commerce or dropshipping business, there's a link below in the description. Just click on it. Apply for a free strategy call where we'll see if we can help you to scale up your brand. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, click like, and let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any questions or any topics you want me to cover in next videos, please let me know. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.